चिल्ड्रन दिखाने से नहीं सीखते हैं, बच्चे सीखते हैं
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
देखने से. सो व्हाट यू डू, you will teach them automatically.
बिल्कुल.
So if he sees his father cooking, he will
Absolutely.
automatically ask.
It's very simple. Don't preach them.
Yeah.
Show them, whatever you want them in terms of, their behavior or model, you have to model that.
Mothers are getting so busy with their profiles, job, businesses. I'm not saying stop doing all that. That you should grow, thrive, do whatever you want to do. But what is your take on being absent?
If you are a mother, it's your priority to a large extent to take care of your child, especially in the early years.
Overprotective moms make boys weak.
True. I think you have to let go your kids. You have to let them know what is it. Come back. If there's a problem, give them a solution. But yes, I think with our generation, we, as I am also talking, I am also kind of little protective when it comes to, and that's not good for my kid. So once we have that acceptance, so balance is the key. But yes, if we are always there for us, how will they understand the world? How will they know if there's a problem, how to solve it?
A very warm welcome to Shweta Tanwar, a mom of one and an entrepreneur, a digital creator, and whatnot. So, Shweta, a very warm welcome and thank you for taking out so much time from your busy schedule. I know you're keeping so much busy, but thank you so much for contributing to this podcast on parenting.
Thank you, Reena, for inviting me. I think it was when I saw your invitation and I visited your, body of work. It's amazing. I mean, what you've been doing, and really, really a big kudos to you on, bringing up such important aspect of information for all the parents out there.
So, Shweta, there is a one very huge point on my mind because absent parenting. Mothers are getting so busy with their profiles, job, businesses. I'm not saying stop doing all that. I want that you should grow, thrive, do whatever you want to do. But what is your take on being absent? What is your take on the little one that you have brought to life? So I want to know
Uh,
around it.
So see, honestly, Reena, again, as a disclaimer, I'm saying to each to their own, because motherhood is very complex when it comes to it's not just the parenting part. There are too many deep layers. There are so many factors that affects a mom's mind and heart. When it comes to it's your home environment, your work, your career, or your aspirations, there is too much going on as an individual. So I think when we talk about absent parenting, I remember taking a break when I was expecting because my priorities shifted and I was at the peak of my career and I thought, no, I need to give it a pause. Okay. And I need to focus on my child and my motherhood experience. So honestly speaking, I am not really okay with the kind of mothers out there who don't give that time, quality time to their kids, because I really believe that, if you are a mother, it's your priority to a large extent to take care of your child, especially in the early years.
Yeah.
We get that, you are busy, you have work, but trust me, Reena, I have seen busy people, but if you're busy and you don't have time and you're not able to give it to your child, the problem is that you're not planning well, you're not balancing your life well, you're not organizing your life well. It
Yeah.
has nothing to do with you being busy and screaming at the top of the hill and saying, I'm busy, I'm busy. Trust me, you are lacking that kind of, planning in your life.
Yeah.
That's what I believe in, because no one can work for 12 to 14 hours, 365 a days. Let's be honest. No one can work.
Yeah.
Quality time is important. Balancing your work is important. So I really don't get when a mother or probably a woman says that, I really don't get a time. It's not possible.
I think it's
You
so
need to go back. You
yeah.
need to go back, revisit your schedules, revisit your routines. That is something which you are not able to, I think, figure out.
I think it's about prioritizing. We have not figured
Absolutely.
out what is the priority. Again, I'm not
Correct.
saying like don't work because I am very much in favor of mothers who work. I really appreciate that. But then,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
but then prioritize what you have brought to earth. You have major, major responsibility to that innocent little being. Because first 6 years, Shweta, For 6 years,
Absolutely,
brain
absolutely.
gets developed by 90%. And if you're absent, obviously the child can
True,
delay milestones,
true.
the child can have social anxiety, the child can have communication issues.
Absolutely. And see, at the end of the day, when you have a child, I also believe you as a person grow a lot. You, as a person, change a lot. You know, you as a mother, get to know so many faculties of your mind and body that you were not aware of.
So Shweta, since you are a mom to a boy, so tell me, how is it different experience raising a boy and raising a girl? Is there any difference particularly?
So I think, Reena, it's not generally it's different, but we are wired differently. You know, a man and a female, a women, a boy and a girl, they are wired differently. We react to the world differently. So there is a fundamental difference for sure. But when it comes to the upbringing part, I think you will also agree with me, Reena, that at the initial level or the early young age, we really don't want to differentiate. Okay, these are the set that boys need to learn, and this is the girls. ऐसा
Absolutely.
नहीं होता. It doesn't work that way. However, we really need to teach the concept or probably showcase the concept of what is the real masculinity हम बात करते हैं या feminism की अगर हम बात करते हैं to the girls in a certain way and to the boys in a certain way. You know, now the definitions are changing. A boy can cry and a
Boy
boy
can.
should cry. You know, it's
Absolutely.
normal. It doesn't make,
You
yeah. If you're human, you have to, you know, it's a very normal emotion. अगर आप human नहीं हो तो why will you cry? So I think those rigid mindsets or those beliefs needs to be changed.
Yeah, और दूसरा कि home chores are also for everybody. It's not kitchen is for women
Absolutely,
and car driving
absolutely,
is for men.
absolutely.
I think that both things are changing.
Absolutely. To trust me, for me, I've been very specific and you won't believe very not consciously, unconsciously, because my husband loves to cook, you know, like on weekends. My son has been watching his father cooking every weekend. So for him, the idea of a man cooking is normal. It's not something, oh my God, my father is in a kitchen. How can he cook? How can he? It's not something that, you know, he gets like flared up about. For him, he always tell my father cooks better than my mom.
Same here.
So we have to we and he's seen his mom working. He has seen his mom doing a 9 to 6 job, office jari meeting. So for him, okay, mama also works. It's a very normal idea. I think these fundamental things needs to be clear in their head so that they, you know, kind of, you know, when they grow up, उनके लिए ये सब चीजें normal रहे and they kind of believe in that equality so that they will when they will get married they will have their families or they will work with the peers, they kind of respect that, they kind of respect the, you know, the females around them, especially I'm talking about men, you know, or boys, you know. So I think that is something I really make sure that he has a good idea of what a woman, the idea of womanhood should be very clear in his mind, you know. So
That's
that's something I really, you know, work on.
very beautifully that you have explained that children सिखाने से नहीं सीखते हैं, बच्चे सीखते हैं
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल
देखने से, you know. So what you do, you will teach them automatically.
बिल्कुल
So if he sees his father cooking, he will
absolutely
automatically ask,
I
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I am been saying this for last 8 years. My son is 8. And this is something which I've received from my parents also because it's very simple. Don't preach them.
Yeah.
Show them, you know, whatever you want them in terms of, you know, their behavior or model, you have to model that for them. It's very simple. अगर आपको आप चाहते हो आपका बच्चा एक रीडर बने या उसको किताबों में शौक हो, just keep reading in front of the kid. He should know my mama reads at 7 to 8 p.m. or at night. वो अपनी मम्मा को देख रहा है, पापा को देख रहा है कि every day they are reading. They will become a reader. So it's very simple when it comes to, but we as adults, I think, need more parenting or, you know, those kind of time and again reminders. You know, that is something which we need.
So I would like to discuss one case. There is one girl who comes to me and says, Reena ma'am, that my 6 months old daughter has too much anger. I said, what? And she's like, yes, she is like, she shows that in her actions. She can't speak, but anger is an emotion she can show. I think that I told her like then you have to start
Hmm.
implementing that in you first. She is learning from you as a primary caregiver. So figure it out, go back, sit back and think think of your actions, think of your reactions, think what you're doing, and then you'll see a change. 6 months old baby, मैं कैसे train करूंगी अब?
At a very metaphysical level, Reena, these children kind of feed on our energy, on the house energy,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah,
If
true.
so, that is something which is very important, how your house has been, that what kind of energies it should be positively blooming, or there is kind of a rift and all. हर चीज बोली नहीं समझी जाती. There is this certain subtle energy which is there in the house which kids understand and feed on. If there's a beautiful, happy house, you will see those kind of reflections in the kids' action and behavior. But if there's a kind of tension going on, it is very much evident in the kids, behavior, their, kind of tantrums they throw, or in their, probably how they, talk or socialize with other. So there are two, as I said, there are too many layers that as a parent we need to, safeguard and take care. 24 ghante, like, the raw ages that, very
Yeah.
specific about. We can't just go, in a ruckus attitude के ठीक है देखी जाएगी. ऐसे नहीं होता. When you're a parent, you
हो
have to
जाएगा,
have
कर
your guards
लेंगे, देख लेंगे,
down.
सबका हो जाता है.
ऐसे नहीं होता.
That will
हाँ,
not work. That
हमारे
will not work.
हमारे पेरेंट्स ने भी तो बच्चे इतने सारे थे हो गए, पड़ोसी ने कहा, नो, इट डजंट वर्क दैट वे. वी आर इन 2025. Lot of things have changed. Our DNAs has evolved, our mind have evolved, our environment. There is so much. If you will see, we are getting into AIs and meta. All those things are affecting our mind so much. So it
Yes.
is too much. We have to be very cautious and mindful.
Yes, absolutely. So, Shweta, thank you for sharing so many insights. Now we're doing a rapid fire round with you. Are you ready with that?
Yes, absolutely.
So, this is around raising boys, basically. This is around raising boys. So, I'll ask you a rapid fire. So, you need to tell me a myth or a truth. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
since you're a mom of an 8 years old boy, I have one. My first question is boys don't cry. Myth or a truth?
Absolute myth. They are humans. They will cry. It's hands down. It's a myth.
Boys are naturally aggressive. Myth or a truth?
No, aggression. No, it's a myth. Aggression again is a state of mind. A woman can be aggressive. माँ काली देखिए उनसे बड़ा कौन aggressive हो सकता है. So
Amazing.
it's absolutely a myth.
Boys aren't as emotional as girls are. Myth or a truth?
No, they're very emotional. It's a myth. I think now what we are seeing, boys, they are extremely. My son is extremely emotional. He tears are here. You say one thing, tap tap tap. They are extremely emotional, and they don't know how to express. That's the problem. They might not know how to communicate that. So, but it's a myth. So the problem is the communication, not the sensitivity.
Okay. Boys have more energy than girls. Like they're always jumping, hyperactive. Boys are
See, it's
more
partially true. Yeah, it's partially true. They have more energy. That's true. Girls can sit and read and play and all that stuff. हम लोग कर सकते हैं, but yeah, they have this kind of energy which needs to be directed well.
boys needs to be always tough. They have to be strong. Even if they fall, they should not, we should not run
Myth,
to them.
total myth. A girl equally needs to be tough. A girl should equally needs to be strong. I think it's for everyone. Everyone should be tough mentally, physically, to take care of themselves and in life. I think it's a myth.
Okay. Only dads can understand boys and can raise tough boys.
No, I think someone who needs to spend time with the child that knows and understand the child better. It could be dad, it could be mom. I think the more you are spending time with your child. So, but yeah, I think boys kind of mirror their father a lot, and women kind of mirror their mother a lot, and in a very DNA manner. So that's there, but I don't think the fathers can make tough. I think a woman can raise tough kids, tough boy because she will understand both the parts.
Okay. So for boys, life skill teaching is not important. Going to kitchen, doing home chores, cleaning, washing.
You also know, Rina, it's a utter myth. I think everyone needs to learn. It's a life skill. It doesn't have to have a gender bias. And it's good to learn cooking. It's good to learn how you make your bed. It's for everyone. It's a total myth. And I think कोडिंग सिखाने से पहले अपने बच्चों को घर के काम सिखाना बहुत जरूरी है. दिस इज व्हाट आई बिन बिलीव. सो मैं कोडिंग पे इतना ज्यादा वो नहीं करती हूँ कि कोडिंग सिखाओ. बच्चों को घर के काम सिखाओ. उनको सब कुछ आना चाहिए. उनको अपना बेड बनाना, लाइट बंद करना, खाना बनाना, कटिंग.
Washroom
They
use
should know
करना.
everything. Absolutely, you should be there as a helping hand. You should see. So I think absolute myth.
Yeah. Overprotective moms make boys weak.
True. I think you have to let go your kids. You have to let them know what is it. Come back. If there's a problem, give them a solution. But yes, I think with our generation, we, as I am also talking, I am also kind of little protective when it comes to, and that's not good for my kid. So once we have that acceptance, so balance is the key. But yes, if we are always there for us, how will they understand the world? How will they know if there's a problem, how to solve it? They need to be those street smart, they need to figure out themselves. But yeah, they should know that, okay, mama, papa there, if there is a problem, they come back. Kind of
Oh.
have that sort of relationship. But yes, yeah, but yeah, I think we need to go little light and easy on our kids when it comes to let them fall, be there to pick them up, but yeah, let them fall. Learning may, I think failures are the most important thing, Failure is good. I always tell this to my kid. Failure is amazing. When you fail, it's good. But just don't try to repeat those mistakes again, learn from it. Failure is always good. Mistakes are amazing. So it's very important we give these kind of parvachan to every now and then and keep feeding to our kids, because parenting is really tough, and we need to be in that zen mode to give them that kind of good energy and good thoughts, I think.
But thank you so much, Shweta, for sharing so much parenting insights with us. I think you've been wonderful. You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much, Reena, for having me, and amazing it was, talking to you.
Hello, parents. If you find our podcast relatable, educational, then do subscribe to our channel. In the comment box, write your parenting challenges. We'll try to address them one by one. And never forget to share it with amazing parents like you. Because remember, by learning together, we can raise kind, confident, and connected children for happy families and happy nations.